Brendan, when you woke up this morning, did you feel like, it's going to be one of those days? I mean, did you feel like you were everything you threw is going to be on point and putting in small windows the way you played today?
Yeah. I think I always kind of feel that way going into a game that I'm going to make all the throws that I need to. And obviously it's never going to happen and you need to, hit as many as you can. But I always wake up on game day with the confidence that we're going to make all the plays we need to win a game.
Take us through the progression of, early you were attacking the sidelines with the outside passing game, the screen game, the quick game, all that. And then it progressed to, ripping it down the football field and attacking the middle field. How did that progression take place? What did you get them doing?
I think early on they wanted to play a little bit soft cover 3. And obviously in that area you want to throw it outside. And then they started mixing in some 2, and that's when we were able to hit Alex Erickson down the middle. So I think kind of the rest of the game they started mixing in between cover 3 man and cover 2. So really we had some good just progression plays where you can decipher what they're going to be and exactly where you need to go with football.
Brandon, you had a career high in passing yards and passer rating. Was this the best game you believe in your career?
Yeah, I think I've had a couple bad games too. So I'll take this with a grain of salt and just keep trying to get better.
Do you have a favorite throw from the game? I mean, you hit some deep ones that this team hasn't been able to do in a while. Do you have one that maybe is your favorite instant reaction?
I thought, one of the biggest plays, I don't know if it would be my favorite, but I think one of the biggest plays we had was the third and I don't know what it was, third and like 10 or 12 or something like that. And AJ made that contested catch on the sideline. And then we were able to hit 2 shots from there. So really him making that, aggressive hands catch on really tight coverage and getting us the first down is what really got us going during that second half and getting those big shots down the field. So without him making that play, I don't think we get those big shots. We don't get a chance to.
You and AJ, it looked like you and AJ were looking to get to each other early. If we're able to get that connection late, what have you seen out of him in your time playing with him over these last several weeks?
Yeah, continuing to be on the same page with AJ. Obviously early on missed two balls I should have got to him down the field. I just need to make better throws on those. But like I said, the more and more that I'm able to throw to him and get the timing and the way he wins leverages and things on certain routes, then I can be better and give him better football.
The way the game unfolded today, Tyler Boyd would have been tough for them to handle. I mean, he would have gone off today, there's no doubt. But Alex Erickson steps up, another step up in his place. We'll talk about what they did for you.
Yeah, Alex was huge. Obviously, you love to have a player like Tyler out there, but when your number's called, you got to step up and perform well. And Alex obviously has been doing it for a few years now, and he's just Mr. Reliable, really. You can put him, I would say, anywhere on the field, and he's going to be in the right spot, run the right route, do what he needs to do. And on the big one he caught down the middle, that's a play where he has to see the coverage and know exactly what to do on his route, and he did it perfectly, and we were able to give him the ball.
2 more minutes.
Every week, after losses throughout the season, Zach has told us that he still sees his team moving in the right direction. You guys are 1 play away to win twice in 1 week. How big is that just for the confidence to see proof that you guys really are moving in that right direction?
Yeah, I think there's never been a question within this team of us moving in the right direction. And like you said, there have been a few games where we're literally 1 play away from it being a win. And so, those are tough, but you have to be able to move on and approach the next week like you're going to win it again. So I think you kind of can just see in these last 2 weeks that, that this team knows how close it can be. And we've finally been able to have 2 really good games and put them together and get wins. And, we can just take that momentum and move it forward.
Brandon, what is it like? I mean, there's a lot of surprise on the outside from fans and from the media when a lot of the guys who are supposed to be starting for this team aren't starting. And then you go win 2 games in a week like this. Is there some vindication for that for you, a guy like you, Brandon, who gets to start and win a game like this, knowing that no one really gave you guys a shot this week in both of these games?
There's always going to be that side of things that you really try not to pay too much attention to, I guess. Obviously, we put together a great game last week with Ryan in there, and he played perfectly for that style of game and got a big win there. And then I think him getting that win with against the Steelers really gave guys such a boost of confidence. And then even this week, going into this week, I think there was such a high level of confidence that we can beat any team we go play. And I think, we're such a connected team in that locker room, and we kind of keep all that other outside noise right where it is outside.
Two more. Jeff Hobson, I know you had one, and then Dan Horde.
Say that again.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, Brandon. What do you like about this offense? You obviously signed up with Zach. What do you like about it? What do you think it allows people to do? It's the second week in a row you haven't had your main guns, and you put up some big numbers.
Yeah, I think this offense is, it's very similar to the offense that came from LA. So I was already pretty familiar with it when I got here, which helped, a smooth transition when I first got here, kind of already understanding reads and understanding certain play calls and things like that. So I think it was smooth in that area. And it's really good about making certain plays look identical, but it being a different play. One could be a run and one could be a play action pass, and one's a play action screen, and it all looks the same to the defense. So I think there's so many things you can do with this offense. And it's very quarterback friendly if you can run it and you find completions, and completions are going to get you moving down the field. What you kind of saw today was you don't always have to have that big shot, as long as you're playing smart and playing. And obviously the run game was on point today, and that obviously helps. And anytime you can get, the multiple dimensions of the offense going, you can be explosive and win a lot of games.
Dan Horde.
Thanks, Pete. This is a hard question to answer less than an hour after the game, but how big is this game for you and your future, whether it's in Cincinnati or somewhere else?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But, obviously I do love it here in Cincinnati. And, I'm really right now just focused on next week now after this big win, and get ready for the Ravens. Obviously not going to be an easy game. So that's kind of where my focus is going to right now.